My name's Paul Morley and I'm here today with Catherine Dugmore, manager of the waterfront development. And you know, in the last 20 years I've lived and worked in the city of Thunder Bay, and as I've been driving past the site here, I've been wondering, you know, what's going on. And Catherine today has allowed myself and of course you, the viewer, to have a little bit further of a look. One of the things that I've seen is the flyer that's come out that shows all the artistic renditions. What are we seeing right now?
Right now you're seeing the bare infrastructure, the sheet wall, and when we're finished you'll see what's represented in the artist rendering, which essentially is a series of stone block steps back into the project, which will allow the public to come right down to the water. I'm going to take you on to Pier 2, which is almost complete, and it's actually beyond what we even imagined.
Catherine, I can remember coming on this pier many years ago when there was just a road up the middle, some grass banks, and now I see so much more around me. Can you explain a little bit what I'm seeing here?
Sure. What we've done by the design, we've taken boats off the south side of Pier 2 and placed them on the north side of Pier 1, freeing up the majority of Pier 2 for a public promenade. We also have a series of picnic docks, and it culminates in a viewing circle at the end of the pier.
What about the accessibility of the site to every individual that lives in Thunder Bay?
This site on Pier 2, and actually the entire waterfront development, has been designed on the principle of universal access, but also universal experience of the site. So there isn't a particular part of the site that you can get to that someone else can't get to.
You know, this used to be an access point where we could actually drive down, and so how is this different now?
Well, it actually isn't, except that it has grass on it. This is a reinforced turf, which allows for vehicle access, and that way the boaters can provision their boats.
What are we seeing around us? I mean, there looks like a lot of landscaping and shrubs and such. What are we seeing around here?
What you're seeing is a continuous pedestrian promenade that goes up one side of the pier and down the other, and you're seeing a whole series of landscape beds that provide a continuous view corridor down the center.
Why don't we have a look at the lantern and the picnic dock just up here? It looks wonderful. I like how it's put in here where you see the plants. And
the picnic docks were set up so that families could have a place to sit, relax, eat with their families, enjoy the fabulous view.
How does the public art integrate with the waterfront, and what is it that makes public art important in the waterfront?
Well, public art is a critical element in establishing the identity of a place. And what it does is it separates this waterfront in this city from all other waterfronts, because it becomes representative of the culture and history of the area.
Oh my! So this is like we're on almost like a pedestal. We've come up off the pier, and now we're looking around all the way around 360 degrees.
It is a viewing circle. We had originally planned for a beacon here, but really the view is so spectacular to the city and back to the sleeping giant that it was felt that just a peaceful place of reflection was what was needed.
Could we go reflect?
Absolutely.
Wow, so that's a whole, a year's worth of work that we're seeing here now behind us towards the city and the CN station.
Well, including the lake infill, yes. Pier 2, which we're on right now, has only been a few months.
How do you think that the community will come to access this? What do you think that their feelings will be? I know it's a big question mark.
Well, the first time I got to come out and see a nearly complete pier, which it still is nearly complete, I was actually incredibly impressed. It's one thing to see it on the drawings, and it's a completely different thing to experience it. It really is unique, and I've seen a lot of waterfronts, and I truly think that this is the best one I've ever been on.
And where are we going to go next for our next segment?
Well, the next segment that we're going to do is to take you into the public buildings. So that will be the Water Garden Pavilion, the Baggage Building, and we'll look at the splash pad ice rink area and the water feature and entrance at Red River Road.
Now I don't have to actually climb and look over the fence. You've given me a really good look today, and I'd like to thank you very much for giving me the tour.
It's been my pleasure.